Okay, here's the inside of the amp. I thought you'd like to see that. All HGs. Some really good gains. You can see that 2290 is a 60. These two are in the 70s. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not. But they're 16D08s, which are good 2879s. Okay, there's your Ssb Bias Circuit. There's the preamp, transmit receive relay, 5-pin connector, power cable. You see it's going to the center of the distribution strip. Got the big 5-watt 100 ohm they're not bypass resistors, feedback resistors. Okay, for all of them. You can see we can expand it. We can add another 2290. We can also make this a 2x4. You know, if you add another 2290, we can add 2 more 2879s. So it'll grow, but I don't think you're going to want to do that because you were looking for one for about 350 or 400, and this one's pretty damn close. Okay. All right. Okay. I still haven't figured out the trick to get the preamp to come on from the radio without actually adding another switch, and I didn't want to do that. But you can see the panel of your radio is pretty full. I thought about using the CSF switch, but if we do that, that means you have to spin the dial for 200 channels to get from the top to the bottom. With the CSF switch, you can hit the CSF switch and it'll jump 10 channels each turn of the channel knob instead of each click of the channel knob, instead of just one channel, so you can get from the top to the bottom pretty quick. We're using these two buttons, one's for the store and one's for get for your memory channels. Got the amp control working, and when you switch to sideband, the amplifier follows. Okay, if you're in AM, Ssb bias is off. When you switch to lower or upper sideband, the amplifier goes to sideband. Okay? Alright. More to come. Okay, Bruce, one last shot of the inside of it before I put the covers on it. Okay, there's your upgrades. There, and one underneath here where you can't see. You can barely see the back of it back there. Right down there. Okay, there's your LC2547DF. Alright. Okay. Echo. And of course I moved your AM regulator to the back over here. Got this big heat sink on the back of it, and used a Palomar Max mod for the AM regulator. Alright. Okay, more to come. Okay, got your microphone out, putting a battery in it. Pro Cell. Wanted to show you that it's a Pro Cell. Okay, and I dated it. Okay, I put the plastic back over it because I don't want to get any fingerprints or anything on it. I had just had to take the plastic bag. Well, the plastic bag came off when I pulled it out of the box because it hung up on the box and come on out. But so I went ahead and put the battery in it, and then I put some tape on the bottom of it to keep the plastic bag from coming off again. Okay, it'll do for our testing. All right. Need to show you some things. Of course, the labeling is pretty much self-explanatory. I don't think you'll have any problem with that. Okay. Amp control. This turns it on and off. Okay. Alright, and that cable's in the way there. Move it around to the other side. Now then, when you turn the amp on, notice all these switches are still down. When you switch to a sideband mode, you'll see the sideband light come on. Okay, you don't have to touch the amplifier. When you're back in AM, SSB goes off. Switch to upper sideband, SSB comes back on. Now that's the Ssb Bias Circuit that's in there. Okay. Now to turn the preamp on without having to get up and touch the amplifier, I had to put the preamp switch in the back. Flip it up, preamp comes on. Down, preamp's off. Okay. Up, on, down, off. Okay. And let's see, what else do I need to show you about that? We're going to show you some output power. Alright, this is a 1x2 HD. And the HD means it's built in a big case, got a big fan in it. Okay, so the chances of you overheating this thing is next to nothing. Alright, another reason we had to put it in a big case was because you wanted the variable, the preamp. No, you didn't want. I wanted to give you the variable, the preamp, and the SSB. Okay. Alright. Think you're going to like it. Now what I want to do in the future, since we're doing the blackout on the 2547s, I'm probably going to get some black cases, black cabinets, and inverse the labeling to where that it'll be black with silver lettering, and start selling those with the Super 2547DF. Okay. Alright, let me get set up. We'll do some power checks. Okay, let's do some RF test here. I have a 500 watt slug on the RMS side. RMS is the left one. I have a 1000 watt slug on the right side, which is peak envelope power. Okay, so on the left meter, we're going to be reading on the center scale. 50 equals 500. 10 equals 100, 20 equals 200, 30 equals 300. Okay. On the meter on the right, we're going to be reading on the bottom scale. 20 equals 200, 40 equals 400. Okay. Now we have two 2879s being driven by a 2290. Alright, we're going to start with AM. I'm going to show you with RF power turned all the way up. I'm just going to do a short dead key. So we've got what, about, what is that, 150 watts? Audio. About 375, 380 on peak. Okay. Now then, let's turn RF power all the way up. Dead key in about 250 RMS. Audio, hello audio, audio 1, 2. And we're just tickling the 400 watts peak. Alright, now let's switch to sideband. And remember, when you switch to sideband, so does the amplifier. It energizes that Ssb Bias Circuit in there, the relay for it. Okay. Now, got RF power turned all the way down. I'm on the lower side. Hello audio, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, audio test, audio. Got it to go a little over 300 RMS. Oh boy, you hear that fan, the draw on that fan slow down. Okay, now this is with RF power all the way up. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. Audio. About 350 RMS and about tickling 500, close to 500 peak. Okay? So I would recommend on AM you run the RF power on the radio all the way down, okay, and run on sideband, run RF power from about 12 o'clock all the way up, okay. It does really good. Those little HG transistors, they work very well too. Yeah, I mean, they're not Toshibas, but for what they are, they work really, really well. Now, I've got it set up so that even if you turn the radio off, okay, the amp will still run because we want the fan to cool it down. So you'll have to remember to come back later and turn the amp off, okay? Because as long as this button is pushed in, the amp is powered on. We want it that way so that you can cool the amp off after you've talked on it for a while. All right, with that fan going, you'll remember to come back and cut it off. If not, it's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't get hot. I mean, there's so much cooling going through this thing that it's really going to take a lot to get this amplifier hot. Okay? I mean, the heat sink for a 1x2 is really exaggerated. Much larger than what it needs to be for a 1x2. Okay? You've got all but about that much from here back is heat sink. Or I did that backwards. Like from here to here is pretty much heat sink, and then there's a little gap here in the back. You can see the gap back there in the back. But what's happening is that the fan is drawing air into the amp, forcing it over the transistors. It comes down and goes under the heat sink and comes out the opening in the back. All right, super cooling. I believe in that. That will extend the life of the transistors. All right. There's your microphone. That's a beautiful microphone. Sure is. I sell a lot of these. It's a very popular bass microphone since you can't get turners anymore. You know, these are really nice. You got the lock button there. You can put it down and lock it. You know, you push it forward and it locks. But beautiful microphone. Hate I'm showing it through the bag, but I don't want to get fingerprints on it because it's pristine. Okay, got an extra long cord too. All right. Now scan, pretty much self-explanatory. On your other radio, you already have scan, so you'll know how this functions. Okay, CSF is channel selector function. Push this in and this becomes a band switch, okay? It jumps 45 channels at a time, which that's the spacing on the bands. All right. And that's your bottom frequency. This is the top frequency, okay? You do have a 10-turn clarifier, so you can really fine-tune folks in with this, okay? Let's see, what else do I need to show you? You know about memory, because you've already got a 998 V1000 that's got the memory function on it. You know, store and get. Put the memory selector where you want to store the channel, select the channel, and then press the get button to go to that channel. Okay, I've already got some stored in there. Just don't get the buttons mixed up or you'll store the wrong thing if you want to go get something. Okay, it's 19. I'm going to C. I want to get. That's 38 and D. Get that one. That's the Caribbean channel, and E is the international call channel. Now you'll have to switch modes on your own, okay? You notice when I went to sideband, the sideband light came on, I went to upper side. Go back to AM, SSB cuts out, Ssb Bias Circuit goes off. Lower sideband, Ssb circuit comes back on, okay? Like I said, you can control the amplifier completely from the radio. The preamp switch is here in the back. Okay, you just pull that toggle up, preamp comes on. All right. Now, the preamp circuit, I didn't put a ton of gain in the preamp circuit because this radio has a really good receiver already. So I put about half the gain that you normally get with a preamp circuit. Okay, so it doesn't overload your receiver and just pull in a whole bunch of noise. We don't want that. All right. Hang on, let me turn them both around. We can show you the back. Okay. Okay, here's what it looks like on the spectrum analyzer and the scope. Hello audio, audio 1 2 1 2 audio, audio hello hello audio. That's with the amp on. That's in lower sideband. Okay. Let's go to AM. There it is on the AM. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. Hello audio, audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. Okay, here's the back of each. Of course, there's your remote connector. That's the 5-pin connector. Antenna connection, radio connection. Okay, and I wanted to show you these are gold-plated Teflon center SO239s, okay, top quality. And this is RG8X. It's 3 foot, okay. The SWR match, I meant to show you that, but too late now. The SWR between the radio and the amp is flat, okay. Doesn't measure hardly at all. All right, there's your preamp switch right there. About the only place I could put it. You know about the heat sink for the AM regulator, and I would recommend running both on the same power supply. You can run this on AC, but I would recommend you run both the amp and the radio on the same power supply. Okay. What else did I want to show you? Oh, there's that heat sink, goes all the way to the front. All right, so you've got plenty of cooling in this thing. It should never overheat unless you just key it down and walk away for 24 hours, and even then the fan might keep the damn thing cool. But there it is. It's finally finished. Sure enough. Okay, hang on. Okay, Bruce, we're all done. One other thing I wanted to show you, this is a 50 amp Anderson power pole. This is oxygen-free copper cable. This is 8 AWG cable, which is all you need for 2 2879s. If we were going to 4, I would upgrade that to 4 AWG. Okay, but this is oxygen-free copper cable, 100%. All right. I think that about covers everything. Try to keep this guy here turned all the way up. This is a little 5-watt rheostat that's inside here, which is perfect for a regular CB radio, but you're not using a CB radio. So try to keep that guy turned all the way up. control the output power of your amp and the radio here on the front of the radio, okay? This knob will control the output of this guy as well, all right? So, Bruce, I sure hope you enjoy your new Lescom Super LC2547DF and Hornet H1x2HD amp. It was my pleasure to build them for you. 7-3, everybody.